Joe, our next guest is someone that we met earlier this month at Lemoyne College. They had the Madden Speaker Series.
Yes. Who invited you, Perry?
Yeah, you did. You invited me, and I appreciate that. It was a wonderful, wonderful time. And it was about the Roberto Clemente Award. And it's some of you know, maybe hopefully most of you, Roberto Clemente was a wonderful, wonderful baseball player, member of the Baseball Hall of Fame. I loved watching him play because he was he was taller than I was for sure, but I loved it. He was not as big as most of the players out there, but he could throw from right field like a bullet. Yeah. He had a great, great arm, great hitter, and there's a Roberto Clemente Award when he passed away. He was in an unfortunate plane crash, supporting his bringing food and things to some of the people in his country, but he was a wonderful humanitarian. And this award wasn't called the Clemente Award, but it is now, and I remember it. But on the line with us right now is Roberto Clemente's son, Roberto Clemente Jr., to talk about his dad and what he has done. And Roberto Clemente Jr., by the way, folks, went on to have his own major league career, which is very unusual. Roberto Clemente Jr., welcome to Tea Time with the Pronoun with Joe Convertino Jr.
Good. How are you today?
Hey, how are you, sir?
Doing well, thank you.
Joe, you had the conversation with Mr. Clemente, so I'm going to let you take this.
Well, it was great. So
Yeah.
Perry and I are sitting there, and of course Perry comes up to the mic, and we probably want our listeners to hear what your dad said about golf and Chi-Chi, but I'm like, Perry, we got to go get him on the show. Let's go get him. And so thank you so much, Junior. Appreciate everything you're doing for the community. Why don't you tell a little bit about some of the, the programs that you've kicked off in your dad and the whole thing. We don't have a lot of time, but we'd love to hear from you.
Listen, I mean, you need to call me when you have time.
Right.
Anyway. But too many stories for sure. I thank you for the opportunity to be on the show. Obviously, Dad left a great legacy, and something that for us, it has been a blessing to be able to help so many organizations and be able to help so many kids throughout the world with his name and his namesake. And I mean, we need to start with Mom. After he passed, Mom took the torch and worked daily and continuously to have this sports city in Puerto Rico, which operated for 40 years in a swamp, which is unbelievable that she was able to do that. But I can tell you that right now the programs are going throughout the country and the Caribbean, and I'm working in Africa with food security and so many other programs other than baseball and sports. I think technology into the brain, technology and being able to be of impact. Not only sports is a hook and education, of course, but at the end of the day, we all need to be healthy and holistically being able to find technologies for the health and wellness of the people and humanity is a blessing.
Yeah, Roberto, I remember that evening. It was such a wonderful setting, and you were speaking from the heart, but I happened to be the first one to ask the question. I rushed right up to the microphone when they said, anybody have a question? I rushed up there, and I said, wait a minute. I said, because this is a golf show. I said, I heard that Chi-Chi Rodriguez asked your dad to play golf, and that he wanted him to be on the PGA Tour. Tell us that story.
Oh, yes. Chi-Chi was always trying to get Dad to play golf. And, Dad was a perfectionist. The story with Chi-Chi, obviously, the young age in Puerto Rico and hitting, cans. And Dad did the same thing with baseball, same thing, in a different sport, right? And but Dad was a perfectionist, and Manny Sanguin, a big golfer. He and I love golf. But Dad at the time, Rawlings would give the players a set of golf clubs after they signed their glove contract. So every player had their own, bag with their name on it and so forth. So Dad had his golf clubs, the apartment in Pittsburgh, here in Pittsburgh, and Manny comes over. Let's go chip some balls in the back of the apartment complex. So they go out. I go out with them, and I'm sitting there watching them, and Manny's just kind of chipping away, and just from here to there, and Dad was trying to hit it from here to there, and it was going sideways. It was not going forward. It was going to everywhere but forward. And he got so frustrated, he threw the clubs. After a while, he never touched them again.
Oh no! Too bad. Yeah. Oh, that's really too bad.
He was like, "How can I not hit the ball forward when this thing is like sitting there?" Anyway, but it was funny to watch that the whole scenario.
Now,
I remember it very well.
Yeah. Now, listen, just one more thing before Joe's got a question for you too. But the Josiah Gray, it was a 23. He was nominated for Major League Baseball's Clemente Award. The young man who pitched for Lemoyne College, and he was there with you that evening, and that was really very nice. The things that you guys said to each other and the interaction you had was wonderful. And we do want to thank Stephen Fonte for doing a great job too, Joe, as master of ceremonies. Job. Yep. So the award is going to be given out when, Roberto?
Well, we actually every World Series. Okay, every World Series, we give out the Clemente Award. And ironically, when we gave the award this year to Aaron Judge, he won the award. So I told Jose, I said, listen, I was there backstage when Manfred told Judge Aaron, he goes, listen, we had a horse in the race from Lemoyne, the connection with Lemoyne. He told him, so you won this straight out because, you need to know that we had a horse in the race. So talking about Josiah. So it was pretty funny.
Yeah. Was the award that when we were all there, you knew who won, Roberto?
Yes. That was
that was
Aaron,
that night.
Aaron Judge.
Although they didn't say anything.